You guys and girls, what is up? So good afternoon. This is John, Learn, Play and Express, and this is the continuation of the double stroke roll lesson. This is part B. So again, I would say if anybody is directly jumping into this lesson, I would suggest you go see the part A of double stroke roll where I've explained the two patterns. One is the right hand lead and the left hand lead double stroke roll. After that, you come and see this lesson. Else it won't be, because I won't cover much of the previous lesson, because else the video would be too long. So in the previous lesson I've covered the basic double stroke roll, which is right hand lead, right right left left, right right left left, and left hand lead, left left right right left left right right, right? So right right left left, right left left left, and left left right right. Okay, so in this lesson I will be discussing about another type. I won't say type, but it's called the inverted double stroke roll. Okay, so I wanted to cover this in the part B of this lesson because there are two patterns I will be going through. This first one is this inverted double stroke roll. So first we have to understand what is the inverted double stroke roll. First of all, it's a double stroke roll, no doubt about it. So 2 strokes per hand, but there is an exception here. The exception is in an inverted double stroke roll, what we do is we cut the first note off. So in a normal double stroke roll it would be right right left left, but in an inverted double stroke roll we cut the first note and we start off with a single note. So what it does, it sets off all the other notes. If we think of a 16 note accent or a 16 note context, I would say, sorry, not accent. So let me show this to you. So if we take a normal double stroke roll, it would be like right right left left, right right left left, and we if you think of this in a 16th note context, 1 eana, 2 eana, 3 eana, 4 eana. 16 notes is one full bar of 16 notes. Okay, so it would be 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R. Okay, so you can see 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R. So 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E. So the right hands. But in an inverted double stroke roll, we cut the first note. The first note is cut off, and we start off with a single note. Now what it does, it sets off all the notes. So we cut off the first note and then we play like nothing happened. So it would be, if we cut the first note off of our double stroke roll with right hand lead double stroke roll, so it would be right left left. Now if I have to count this in a 16 note context, let me show you the reference. It would be 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R1. So you can see the right hand is falling R1, R2, R3 on the R and the downbeat. But in the first case which I have shown you, it would be 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E. So it has displaced. You can see. So if we take a normal double stroke roll, it would be 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R. But if we take a inverted double stroke roll, we cut off the first single note. So the first 2 rights, we cut off the first right. So we start off with a single right hand or a single note. Okay, if we think of it as left hand, it would be the same for left hand also. But if I have to explain with the right hand, we cut off the first right. So it would be 1, 2, 3. So 1 E and R2, R3, R4, R1, R2, R3, R4. So you are getting the reference. So what it does, it slightly changes the feel and it also sounds a bit different. A normal double stroke roll in a normal medium tempo would be, or I would say it's just low tempo. But an inverted double stroke roll will be, you can see there's a slight difference. Okay, so as you speed this up, when you go to a maximum speed or when you get to higher speeds, it would sound like a double stroke roll only. But I wanted to show you what is the concept and the notations difference and these notes which are slightly displaced. I wanted to show you that. So I think you are clear with that. I would give the full notation of this at the end of the lesson. So the inverted double stroke, it would be okay. So up to up up one up to up to up one. Okay. So this is the third pattern, I would say, in the double stroke roll. You practice the inverted double stroke roll, inverted double stroke roll. As I say in my previous lessons also, the more you practice the variations of the single pattern or the mother pattern, in this case it is the double stroke roll, then it would give you independence. And this double stroke roll, inverted double stroke roll is very useful rudiment. It applies well in the drum kit. In many grooves, we see inverted double stroke roll. I use the inverted double stroke roll in many grooves when kind of combination between the hi-hats and the snare drum ideas. Not using the conventional double stroke roll like right left, but right left, right left, and there's a slight difference of feel. The upbeat feel is there in case of this inverted double stroke roll. So you get that eventually when you practice it. So if I have to play this with a metronome, it would be, let me go at a 70 BPM. Likewise, I showed you in the previous lesson, we go with the pulse. Okay, and another stage of this, we have to go with double count of this pulse, so we have to break the pulse into two. So we go at a double speed of this pulse. Okay, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so now you have to practice this, increase the tempo, bump the BPM up and see what you get. If I go with a 90 BPM, let me see. Okay, so first with the pulse. Okay, and now in double count of this pulse. Sorry, I played the double stroke roll, the normal one. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to practice the same with the left hand or the left hand lead. Okay. So if I have to play the inverted double stroke roll with the left hand lead, it would be right, left. Same thing. So it's 1 E and R 2 E and sorry, 1 E and R 2 E and R 3 E and R 4 E and R 1 E and R 2 E and R 3 E and R 4 E and R 1. Okay, so the same thing is just shifted to your left hand now. So the left hand is now playing the R and the downbeat. 1 E and R 2 R 2 and R 4 and R 1, R1, R2, R3, R4. Okay. So you practice that with a metronome as well. 70 BPM. Okay, so now with 90 BPM, if I have to play this, left hand lead inverted double stroke roll, left hand lead, we go with the pulse first. now in double count of this pulse. Okay, so that's the two patterns. So in a whole of the complete double stroke lesson, I've shown you 4 patterns. Okay, so one is the general double stroke roll with right hand lead, which is right hand. This one, right hand left, right hand left. Okay, another one is the left hand lead, general double stroke roll. Okay, so now in today's lesson, the first pattern I've shown you inverted double stroke roll with right hand lead. So it would be okay, and the second one or the last one is the left hand lead inverted double stroke roll. So if you practice all these 4 patterns, it would open up the horizons for double stroke roll. You would be able to play double stroke roll with different feels. So to end this lesson, I would be only stressing on the fact that you just have to understand the difference between the normal and the inverted double stroke roll. So if I have to play the normal, if we speed up a little bit, then a normal double stroke roll would feel. I'm showing this to you with my right hand lead. Okay, so you can see this. But a right hand lead inverted double stroke roll would sound like this. Okay, so I hope you got the difference. When you play this or you practice this, you will get the difference surely. The 2 notes were like a normal double stroke roll, we are placing 1 E, but in inverted double stroke roll it goes to a 1. So if it's 1 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, so 1 E, 2 E, but in the inverted double stroke roll it would be 1 E, up, A2, A3, A4. So that shifts. Okay, so I would be giving both the patterns in the notation format at the end of this lesson, so you can check this out and you can also understand the difference. So I will be writing the notes in a 16 note context, like 1 yana, 2 yana, 3 yana, 4 yana, in a 16 note context. That would be easier for you to understand the feel of both of them. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. So this is the part B of double stroke roll. Double stroke roll, as I always say in the beginning of this lesson, I said this, that double stroke roll is one of the most important rudiments. You have to practice this. You have to practice it at speed. You can also practice in quadruple counts of this pulse. I mean, the last thing, if I have to show this, like if this is 100 ppm, I have shown you in this lesson to 1. This is playing with the pulse. And another thing I have shown you is in the double count of this. Now you can practice this as well. So here per pulse, I mean this pulse that is going, I will play 4 notes. Okay, so you can practice this as well with all the 4 patterns, and I hope it will help you out. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, please leave them down below in the comment section. You can come up with a response video as well. I will be very happy to see that. If there is any response video or any comments or any suggestions regarding these lessons, how can I improve them, or if you have any problems regarding these, or if you feel something needs to be changed regarding these lessons, please let me know. And that is all I've got for you today. So thank you all. Have a nice day. This is John signing off, and see you in the next lesson. Thank you.